My name is Jawahir Dahir and I am Managing Director of Somali Development Services. My choice to come to Leicester was to do mainly the the majority of Muslim population that settled in Leicester, and it is multiculturalism aspect. So it was actually give opportunity for my children to live and study in an environment where they don't feel alienated, but they feel part of society. This has been set up as a pilot project in 2001 when most of Somali started to settle in Leicester. So myself and other community members, we came together and we decided to set up as a volunteer organization. And Somali Development Services become a company limited by guarantee 2004. Obviously, wherever you live, there's always challenges. And I think Somali community has faced a lot of barriers when they came to settle in Leicester, including lack of employment opportunities, including lack of access of different services. Sometimes young people are having problems at school, for example, in the transition periods of maybe not understanding the system or their peers. However, they have shown quite a strong capability to solve these, problems or barriers through hardworking and patient. Many Somali, for example, community members who couldn't access employment opportunities, they decided to set up their own businesses. We work very closely with Leicester City Council. We work very closely with Leicestershire Police Constabulary. We have participated, for example, different activities in for example, 2009, the Olympic in our city. I was one of the ambassadors and also giving medals to the winners of the games. So we have to be part of our city. And now if you look Highfield and St. Matthews, there is hundreds of Somali business flourishing, which is contributing to the wider economic to the city. Others, we always engage with other community through dialogue, through creating understanding, and overcoming any other problems, for example, with schools or with other parents or with other organizations. So it's quite very important to create that dialogue, but also the Somali community are very strong and close community. They do support each other. They have quite social network within themselves, but also they're quite very open and friendly and to integrate into the wider society, create that friendship wherever they live, whether it's neighborhood level, whether it is, for example, the schools and all, the organizations they're dealing with. One of the fantastic element in Leicester, I like it, is the diversity of our communities and living side by side and respecting each other, no matter what culture, religion, race or color you have. And it's something to be proud of, and everyone who lives in Leicester, it's something that they can feel. So as a resident of Leicester and as a also professional, I always am proud always to be a Leicester resident.
My name is Marian Anshur. I'm living in Leicester since May 2005. Before that, I was living in Netherlands. I am Dutch citizen, and I was working so many years as a social work. And here I am registered social work, but I am working for Somali Development Service. It's a voluntary organization based in Highfield, in Leicester. And mainly is for, and I am responsible for family and young people. I came to Leicester because I was living in a city called Delft in Netherlands. My son was the only black and Muslim child in his class. Although we didn't have any problems, I wanted that my son gets his identity back, because he was the only one in his class, black and Muslim and all the things. Here, when I came here in UK, in Leicester, I saw that this is a multicultural city. You never feel alone. My responsibility is mainly helping Somali and Somali families. And the problem that we are facing is that many people, many families, they have challenges to upbringing their children in different society, and we are helping them in order to see what is the benefit of the culture in British culture and what is the benefit of Somali culture, and in that way we can help our children to have their own identity and to develop as a good citizen in this society. And the challenges we are facing is, for example, many people, maybe they are more conservative. They wanted to keep their own culture, but and there is a intergeneration conflict. But we organize workshops, intercultural workshops for the young people and the parents. And we help them in order to understand each other. Because when the children goes to schools or university, they learn other culture, and when they come home, they have in Somali culture. The parents have their own culture. That's Somali culture. That's why there is a conflict. But now we help them to understand each other and to make dialogue between them in order to understand the view of the children and the view of the parents, so that they can understand each other. Leicester is a multicultural city, and so many people are living in Leicester. I hope we will come together as a citizen for this country, and we will help to build this country. I think, because I lived so many different European countries, and I can compare other countries and how the people are living there and how Leicester it is. And I think it's a beautiful city, and Leicester is a beautiful city, and I hope that all these beautiful people who are living in Leicester will come together and work in a peace way to building this city.